defensive side.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The former LSU Tiger, Dante Jackson, on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, Ryan. A dump off to Anderson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the ball situated at the 9, second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal.
Hey, guys.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mario Addison in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? It helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed!
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Gun! Ready, 11. Hey,
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Flushed out right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the... And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Forced out to his left. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Now let's go! Green, 39! Green, 39! Ah!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it. And now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll toss it to Coleman. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, going to get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
3-19.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Duke Riley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Peterson. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
There's Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Gone, gone. Ready,
From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Panthers coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give, and he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw here. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
He sets to fire deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, let's go.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second
half? Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll run with McCaffrey. Big hold to the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Get up!
Here's Coleman on the toss. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Lucky 56. Gone!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Carolina. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Bryant's extra point up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Star Latulele in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Hey, boys, got four down. Set! Green 39! Green 39! Right there, 56. He set a tone.
McCaffrey following the penalty. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Gun, gun, gun. Got it. 280. Hey, check my 50. Let go.
They will run again with Coleman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Set. Green 39.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his there's fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Three down. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll drop to throw. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Nothing doing on that one. It'll be 4th down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone.
We got 4.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, a 22. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
No. Check. Patriot.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They come out here in the eye. He'll look to throw, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Alex Okafor in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man. Complete. 30, 20, 10, and finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 77 yards. Smith trying to run for it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's Jones to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Leopard! Leopard!
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! Leopard!
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1 and 5 now. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Go!